Welcome to Part-Time Thrills. Tonight's story, Stingy Jack of the Lantern.
Beautiful rural Ireland. The Emerald Isle and the land of Shanch would play host to a great many tales and legends. But very few traditions remain as autonomously practiced as the carving of the Jack-o'-lantern. This is a cautionary tale for anyone who believes they have the arrogance to outwit those who they think are beneath them. A tale for those who think they're clever. Good evening to you. Stingy Jack. I was hoping not to see your ugly mug around here tonight. Camilla won't be happy to see you here. Hooded and shrouded in darkness, Stingy Jack's eyes meet the drunk's.
You think I give a flying feck about what Macmillan thinks? The man's in love with his cousin. Plus, I got good on me side.
Jack pats his pocket.
I never go nowhere without me cross.
Their families are quite strange, you know.
Like that makes it any better. I'm a right arse, but that shit's cursed. Now you get, before you shit yourself in front of me.
Defeated, the drunk stumbles down the steps of the lawn of the tavern. He may be right about what he said to that one. As soon as Stingy Jack steps in and lowers his hood, the tavern grows silent.
Here's another one that will surely get your feet tapping.
Jack walks up to the barkeep.
Macmillan won't be happy to see you, though it looks like he's not doing much seeing of anything.
Macmillan, the cousin-loving Irish bloke, was passed out, face down with a pool of drool at a corner table.
Who'll take me chances?
Do you think I'll be serving you here? You still haven't paid off your previous debt?
Jack stiffens.
Me? A debt? For what?
For the pints upon pints you've been drinking here for free for the last few months.
I've been doing it for months. What changed?
The barkeep is not impressed.
Pay the fuck up or get the fuck out!
The barkeep walks away to serve some other merry folk. But Jack was not about to leave without a drink. He surveys the crowd. People dance the night away. The pints are flowing and the ale was a-glowing.
What I wouldn't do for a feckin' pint right about now.
Except pay for one, apparently. Jack was a frail and older-looking fellow. Much older looking than he actually was. He worked hard but saved every penny he made, usually swindling and persuading others to pay for him, though persuading may not be the correct word. Jack was a master of the art of deception and had a way of making those around him feel obligated to pay for him. Sometimes he'd deceive you into thinking it was your idea to begin with. That's how good he was. Unfortunately for Jack, everyone here had already been tricked by him one too many times, so no one would be engaging him tonight, despite his best attempts to lure them with forced eye contact.
What's the matter with everyone? No one's in the saa-win spirit of buying a dying man a drink?
Samhain is one of the 4 annual Gaelic festivals which was celebrated through bonfires and ritualistic divination. Comes at the end of October and the beginning of November, where the borders between the material world and the Celtic otherworld, which was believed to have hosted the deities and the dead, were less regulated.
Don't listen to him. He's not dying.
It's not true. We're all dying, slowly but surely.
Piss off.
Heavy footsteps approach and grow louder. Another cloaked figure, standing roughly 7 feet tall, takes a spot beside Jack. The entire tavern looks up at the figure as a cloudy black fog swirls around its feet.
Welcome, friend. Go on, get the music flowing and enjoy celebrating, everyone. Oh, what can I grab you?
The figure puts his massive hands on the bar top. His skin is red with tattoos that glow like the embers of a hot fire.
Just a pint.
Oh, Lord.
Just as the barkeep begins to mark out the holy cross on his own body to bless and protect himself, the figure grunts.
Don't do that.
As the figure lifts his head, the tattoos on his palm have charred themselves onto the bar top, displaying many symbols including that of an upside-down cross and a pentagram. This was and remains to this very day the one and only king of hell, Satan. Jack taps Satan's shoulder.
What? Who are you?
The name's Jack. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Jack holds out his hand for a greeting handshake, but quickly withdraws after seeing the images scorched onto the bar. A bubbling pint is placed in front of Satan.
You mind if I join you for a drink?
Satan stares at Jack from beneath his hood, which looks like a dark Lovecraftian abyss. Two glowing orange eyes begin to faintly appear within.
Sure.
Satan's heavy footsteps move away to a table.
Feck yes. Grab me a pint, will ya?
Jack, are you mental? I'm pretty sure that's the bloody devil.
I don't give a feck. Grab me a pint and put it on his tip.
Shocked, the barkeep pours Jack a pint, and Jack takes a seat at an isolated table with Satan.
So, what's your story, friend? Your energy's a bit fucking wick.
Satan lowers his hood, revealing the iconic red, shaved head with two massive horns.
Holy fuck. The robe really was enchanted then. And you really are the devil.
And I'm sure you know my story very well.
Well enough. But pretend I don't. Tonight, we're just friends sharing a drink.
Satan eyes Jack up and down with mistrust.
Okay, well, I guess I began when I was kicked out of the kingdom of heaven.
The night goes on as Satan and Stingy Jack chat for hours, with the pints coming to the table full and leaving empty with not a single drop to spare. In the early hours of the morning, the barkeep appears at the table with a drunken Satan and an even more wasted Jack.
Alright, lads. Bar's closing for the night. Yeah, please make your payment up front. I'll be waiting.
The barkeep rushes over to his counter.
But that's what I'm saying. Greedy people remain greedy because they'll never realize or get what they truly want. Happiness.
The two of them become thick as thieves and were clearly having deep conversations the whole night.
Wow. Who would have thought that the devil himself would be teaching me about greed? But that's what I always say too. People think money will bring you happiness, but it simply isn't the case.
Ironic.
For sure. Well, I should get going. You get to cover for us?
Jack's eyes nearly pop out of his skull.
Me? Aren't you the fucking devil? I thought you were paying.
What? No, I don't have any money. That was created by you guys, Abii.
What?
Humans are naturally curious, but also natural survivors, doing whatever it takes. And I admire that. However, a lot of people think that I invented greed, and I invented money, and I invented everything bad. No, that was you guys. You just needed a scapegoat.
Huh. So you have no money?
Not a cent.
Jack thinks to himself.
Scapegoat. Wait.
Huh? What?
You can change your shape, right?
Yeah.
Well, here's an idea. What if you were to turn yourself into a coin?
But why would I do that? Wait a second. You could give me to the barkeep, and I can shapeshift back to this later on.
What a clever idea!
Stingy Jack doing what he does best. He even just tricked the devil into thinking that was his own idea.
Okay, cool. Is he looking?
Jack peers over Satan's shoulder to see the barkeep wiping his face with a handkerchief and shaky hands. Now! Go! Now! Jack stands at the table and places his hand over the coin just as the barkeep looks up.
Where'd he go? Listen, Jack, I really gotta confess. My conscience is so clouded about this right now. I served the devil.
I don't care. And he went to the bathroom. He said he'd pay a double and me tab as well. So just stick around. He'll be out in a moment.
The voice of Satan starts to sound in Jack's head from the coin.
What?
Jack pockets the coin, and inside the pocket lays a silver cross, which the coin clinks against.
You son of a bitch.
Jack walks out of the tavern and makes his way home in the darkness of the night.
I trusted you. This is actually fun.
Oh, quiet down in there. Why don't you just change yourself back?
You know why I can't, you mother...
Oh no. Is my little cross too much for ye to bear?
You're a real piece of shit, you know that?
What would Christ above think? Knowing that I did something they never could.
This guy's unbearably arrogant.
Tell you what, I'll let ye out on one condition.
Yeah, Okay, whatever. I'll do it. What do you want?
I'll let ye out of me pocket on the condition that ye will never let me into hell.
Okay, fine.
You promise?
Yes, I promise. Now let me out of here.
Jack pulls the coin out of his pocket and flicks it into the air. The devil takes form.
Man, I thought we were good. But you just used me for a drink.
I got what I wanted, and I'll get plenty more.
You'll get plenty more. That's for sure. Goodbye, Jack. Until next time.
There won't be a next time.
The devil's posture changes and lightens up. He can't help but smirk.
Oh, we'll see about that.
He walks into the black of the night.
Got him pretty good, I did.
Years go by as Jack's excessive decadence and indulgence at the expense of others catches up as his body begins to fail him. One fateful night, he passes away. His spirit wanders to his funeral where only the gravedigger stands with a shovel in hand. After 2 hours, not a visiting soul in sight. The body is finally buried.
No one came?
The moment that last bit of dirt is placed on his grave, the world around him changes.
What the feck?
The world goes grey and foggy, as if something flicked a switch, and it's all so cold.
Where am I?
It looks just like the Ireland he knows, but someone shocked out all of the colour, and it's so gloomy and shrouded forever in everlasting darkness. A nearby spirit cries.
Where am I?
You must be new.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't be asking ye now, would I?
You're in the space between worlds. Between the world we know, the kingdom of heaven above, and the kingdom of hell below.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
A smile creeps across Jack's face.
What?
I can't go to hell. I can't go to hell! So that means that I can only go to heaven. Oh, what a day. Where is the stairway?
Just think on it, and you'll be there.
Jack closes his eyes and thinks really hard. Suddenly, he feels the warmth of sunlight on him. He opens his eyes to find himself in a true paradise in the clouds before a golden gate with an angel in front.
Ah, I've made it home.
The angel before him spawns a scroll out of thin air.
Welcome, child of God. Before we can let you in, we must see if you've earned the right to be here. First, we must review all of your misdeeds.
He opens the scroll and it rolls, literally for miles. The angel looks up and smiles.
You are not getting in. Goodbye.
What?
The clouds below his feet dissipate as Jack plummets back to earth, hard. Jack finds himself back on the hollow ground of Limbo. He dusts himself off and has difficulty wandering the darkness.
It's so feckin' dark. What was that?
Jack walks through a forest of dead trees, whose branches change positions when he's not looking. Demons growl and hide in the shrubs. Creatures roar and stalk in the darkness.
Fuck me. Any place is better than this.
Any place? It's at that moment that he sees a wooden sign by a pit with the roaring of fire and distant screaming of tortured souls. On the sign painted in blood, or red paint, reads, Hell.
Well, maybe not any place. Nope, any place is better.
Jack runs to the sign and into the pit, down the black stone steps to the underworld. He reaches the bottom of the stairs and stands at a landing looking down at the expansive first level of hell. Criminals are lashed by whips made of bone and magma. Deviants are branded and probed, and not in the ways they'd like. Blood-curdling shrieks echo throughout the cave.
At least it's warm.
Jack makes his way down the rest of the steps to the front gates, carved of ebony and studded with rusted barbed wire. A familiar voice sounds.
Well.
Out of the black cloud pops out Satan in all his glory. Uncloaked and surprisingly ripped, the glow of the tattoos pulsate in the red-hot heat.
So, I've been doing thinking, and have decided that I'd like to live here. Will ye let me in?
How rich? Good old Stingy Jack at my doorstep, begging to get into hell.
Well, begging is hardly the correct word. More like asking a friend.
A friend? You are a devious little bastard. I would love nothing more than to take you through all the levels and methods we have here to punish you for making a fool of me. But if you recall correctly, we made a deal. You made me promise that I'll never let you into hell, and I keep my promises.
Okay, now I'm begging you. Please let me in. The angels said no to me, and the world above is so dark and cold. I'd rather be here.
Sorry, Jack. A deal is a deal, especially one that's made with the devil. We agreed, and that is that. You won't be getting in today, or for the rest of eternity for that matter.
Please let me in.
No, but here, let me help you out.
Shaden raises his right hand and generates a hot ember, burning orange and bright.
This will help you find your way up there. Consider this mercy. Mercy as a friend. Ha ha ha! Ho ho!
How the fuck am I supposed to hold that?
Good point.
Shaden snaps his fingers and produces a severed human head. He breaks the top of the skull off. He empties out the brains and pulls the eyes and tongue out. Shaden places the coal in to create a truly horrifying lantern.
Here you go. Something to light the way.
And we put it in something that's not a fucking human head.
Are you serious? That was such a cool way to send you off. Fine. Give them an inch and they take a whole country mile.
Shaden snaps and the head turns into a cursed, hollowed-out turnip with a face carved into it.
Somehow that's worse.
Too bad. That's what you get. Goodbye, Jack of the Lantern. Enjoy eternity in Limbo.
Jack of the Lantern?
Yes, your name is Jack and you have a lantern. It's better than Stingy Jack. Goodbye now.
Shaden snaps and Jack finds himself back in Limbo, with the pit to hell shielding itself before him. Jack of the Lantern wanders the haunting darkness of Limbo, crying in Irish with not a soul to hear him, except for when saa-win comes around and the lines between the living and the dead blur once more. So, when you carve your pumpkin out this Halloween, keep old Stingy Jack of the Lantern in mind. Though he was a piece of trash, he has paid for his imperfections over the years, and now only asks for a bit of illumination to light his way in the darkness.
Thank you for joining tonight's programming.